So we just talk about the 에게 and 한테. Yeah, to the person. Subject has to be a person, and subject plus 에게서 한테서 is a from the person. And the difference between 에게서 is a politer than 한테서, like that. So here's the example sentence. 니키에게서 푸트리에게 초콜릿을 줘요. Everyone try to say this sentence. Let's go.
니키에게서 부트리에게 초콜릿을 줘요.
Very good, very good. Yeah, very good. Okay. This sentence is perfectly fine, actually, perfectly fine, but not really natural, actually, not really natural. Well, but why not natural? Because I already give all the information here, you know, from the subject to the subject to give a chocolate. Yeah, it's completely fine grammatically, but why not really natural? Because here's another sentence actually. 니키에게서 푸트리가 초콜릿을 받아요. The meaning is exactly same actually, but a little bit different position of the sentence. Okay, now everyone try to read this sentence. Let's go.
니키에게서 푸트리가 초콜릿을 받아요.
Exactly, perfectly. Yeah. Now let me tell you the differences. What is the difference between first sentence and second sentence? Yeah. So second sentence, why cannot be natural? Because once you decide to using 에게서, the subject is more important than the whoever received, like to the person. Yeah, it's a more important. Nikki is más importante than putri in this sentence actually. Yeah. Because of that, I changed the verb. To use 받다. 받다 meaning is to receive. Everyone to say 받다.
받다.
Exactly, to receive. Yeah. So Nikki received the chocolate. Who's the one received? Putri.
부트리.
Putri is the one received the chocolate from Nikki. Again, what I'm trying to say, if you decide to using 에게서, whatever the verb finishing, it has to be about the Nikki, not about the Putri. And now this sentence is the one Korean used to using, and this is a most natural. But don't misunderstand. The second sentence, this one, is a completely fine, but just not natural. That's all what I want to say, actually. That's all about this grammar. Yeah. So let's try to change the sentence than this one, actually. 푸트리에게 초콜릿을 줘요. Let's pick the person who give a chocolate to the putri. Maybe 베레, for example. So if I change this way, 베레에게서, from the 베레, blah, 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 and 받아요. Received from 베레. Who? putri, chocolate. Like that. So 베레에게서 푸트리가 초콜릿을 받아요. Like that. I didn't using here 에게. Yeah, because as I told you, not really necessary, because once you decide to using 에게서, just finish with a 받아요. So we just need to clarify who's the one receiving. Who? 푸트리. Receive what? Chocolate. Like that. Okay. Try to read the sentence, everyone. 베레에게서 푸트리가 초콜릿을 받아요. Let's go.
베레에게서 부트리가 초콜릿을 받아요.
Exactly. Very good. Very good. Let's try to make another sentence. Now let me ask you, Nikki. Nikki, can you hear me? Nikki, you there? Nikki.
I think she's haven't joined the audio.
Yeah. I think she have audio problem. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Okay. Then let me ask you. Yeah. The Winnie one more time. Winnie, can you try to make a sentence? From the Janet. From Janet, I receive book. How are you gonna say?
I receive book.
From Janet, I receive a book. I I recommend using 나 or 저, meaning is I.
나는
나는, exactly. But the from the Janet, you start a sentence with the from the Janet. From the Janet, from which was verb here.
나는 제네트
나는 제넷에게서 continue.
에게서 체크
Received.
받아
받아요. Yeah, exactly.
받아요.
Exactly. Very good. Very good. Yeah, like that. So 나는 제넷에게서 책을 받아요. Perfect. You don't need to say 나에게. No, 에게에서 is not really necessary. Once you need using from 에게서 actually. So yeah. Also, you can say sentence like this one. Yeah, like this way. Start from 제넷에게서 나는 책을 받아요. Yeah. Both are completely fine, actually. Both are completely fine. And both are completely natural. Yeah. So the Winnie, I want to give you a compliment that like you changed the option, like starting from actual subject. I am the one who received it. So 나는 받아요. From who? Janet에게서. From the Janet. Like that. Okay, let me ask one more person. Now the Janet, try to make a sentence. From the bed, I received the cell phone.
나는 베레 핸드폰
에게서
핸드폰 받아요.
핸드폰을 받아요. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, like that. Make sure don't forget to using object particle for the object because of 받다 action verb. For the action verb, always using object particle. Okay. And the yes, from the bed. So I from the bed cell phone to receive. Yeah, exactly. That's a sentence actually. Yeah, perfect. Well done. Okay. All right. Any questions so far? Any question? All good? Okay, perfect. Yeah. We just got a new person as well. Hello, Rita. Hello. Rita. Where you come from, Rita?
Indonesia.
Indonesia, Rita. Yeah, Indonesia. Yeah, okay, perfect. Yeah. Rita, did you understand what we were learning, by the way? 에게서 and 에세, this one? 에게서?
Yeah, perhaps.
All right, good. Yeah, don't worry. The I'm recording this video, so I recommend to you look up the video at the beginning part, actually, what we were learning, actually. Yeah. Okay. For that, just give me a few more seconds. Let me make it more easy to recognize. I'm gonna put the 에게서 for red part like that. And the 에게한테, this one was a pretty simple, was it? Yeah, I'm just gonna put the blue color, 에게 and 한테, this one. Yeah, and let me change the color as well. ¿Dónde está? Okay, 위니한테, and 한테 에게 as well here. 아란자 에게. And I'm missing something here. 부트리 에게. And one more. 에게, 베레 에게 here. And yeah, that's all. Okay. All right. Pre-dices here. And Nikki, yes, Nikki, have a question? Yeah. If you cannot using audio, yeah, just text us here. So I will check it. Text us. Yeah. Yeah, I will see your chatting. So Nikki, yeah, just text us so I can check what is your question. Okay, yeah. All right. Meanwhile, let's continue. And this one. Oh, many of you are getting confusing about this thing actually. Number and quantity noun. Yeah. Okay. So let me briefly explain what is this, and we need to know what you're dealing with right now. So in English, when you're counting something, order will be like that. 5 books, 6 chairs, 2 cell phones, like that. So when you're counting something in English, you say the number, object, and put the S or ES, right? Let me write it down. In English. In English. English, yeah. You say the number. So let me simply put that as N actually. Sorry for wrong spell this one. Yeah. N and the plus object and the making plural S or ES, yeah. But don't forget in Korean, let me put this way, in Korean, the order is changing, everyone. Order is changing. You are going to say object first, actually. Objects, like that. Object, and after number, and after we have to using called a quantity noun. Quantity noun, which is I wrote it here. Quantity noun. Yeah. So what are those quantity noun? Let me just quickly show you the example. Yeah, those are quantity noun in Korean. Sorry about it's translated in Espanol, actually Spanish. Sorry about that. Yeah. As you can see, those are quantity noun. So as I told you, when you're counting, you must using. And let's just say example. Here we go. The first one. 살. Everyone try to say 살.
살,
살,
잘,
So this 살 is for counting age.
age.
So let's try to make a sentence then. Age. So yeah. For when especially counting, you don't need to say any object. It's just directly number and quantity noun. So for example, let me ask you, Lita. Lita, how old are you, Lita? Can you tell us?
24살.
24살. Perfect. 24살. Exactly. Yeah, she said the number 20 as a Korean number, 20, and the 4살, 24. Sorry, 24. Sorry, 24. 24. This is how we say number 24, everyone. 24. Actually, 24. Yeah. About the number, probably, let me show another picture, like here. About the number, you can find many, not this picture actually. I think I need to show the book. Give me a few seconds. About the number, you can find many different like Korean study book or probably like a PDF file or the Google image. Yeah, you can find the numbers very easily. But let me show you what is this. Give me a few seconds. 92. Yeah, here you go. Yeah. Those are the numbers as you can see screen. Yeah, but you can see on the top part, the bottom part, there's 2 different forms. So when you're learning Korean number, you need to learn 2 different forms actually. Korean number and the Chinese number. So we call the Sino number for this Chinese number actually. Yeah. Well, both are using for Korean. Don't get confused actually. Just what I'm calling Sino number, Chinese number, is based on Chinese letter. That is why I'm calling that way. So you have to master these 2 primero, these 2 first actually. Korean number, Chinese number. And here's a question. Why we have to learn the Sino number? Why we have to learn Chinese number? Because this quantity noun, all about the quantity noun. Yeah. Because depends on what you're counting, you need to decide using Korean number or Sino number, Chinese number. Yeah. So especially when who was it? When Rita introducing her age, yeah, she used the Korean number, 24, yeah, 24. 20 means 20, and net is 4. Put together, 24, yeah. So about the number, you can practice and you can find easily, as I said. So I will just skip it for the number part, yeah, yeah. So number practicing, and after maybe next class, I'm not gonna continue, by the way. I will give you some like more tips, especially when you're using Korean number. 1, 2, 3, 4. We say 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷. But when you're using with a quantity noun, forms are changing. 한, 두, 셋, 네, like that, 네. So example again here. Yeah, when the Rita said 24, she changed the form 24 like that. And the 살 is the one quantity noun for counting age. Can you show the picture again? Like here, yeah, 살, age. Okay, so far, any question so far? Any question? Any question? All good? Okay, yeah, very good. Let's move on. So this is about the quantity noun, and what I want to focusing on today is especially this part. Everyone try to say 시간.
시간,
시간.
시간,
시간. And tell me 날짜.
날짜,
날짜.
Very good. Date. Date.
날짜,
Exactly. So time and the date. That's what I'm focusing on. And if we have a time, we're gonna continue. 그리고 means and. 수량명사. 수량명사 is the Korean way to say quantity noun. And the 종합 meaning is a conclusion. Conclusion. Yeah. Okay. So today let's try to learn these two first actually. 시간 and the 날짜 with the numbers. Yeah. So let me show you another picture. Give me a few seconds. I need to turn on again. Give me 10 seconds, guys. Give me a few seconds. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. So I traveled a lot of a country before pandemic, and every time when I learning like using that country language, for example, right now I'm in Mexico, trying to using Espanol. And when I was in Australia, trying to using English. But what I'm trying to say, wherever you're traveling, you normally using number for two things, most of the time. First thing, for the monies, because if you go overseas, you're gonna buy something, you're gonna, eat something, always using money, right? Yeah. So that's the first one. And the second one, for the times, actually, when you're reading on times, actually, especially, well, how to say, just reading a time yourself is okay, but especially when someone asking you what time it is, then you need to explain. Yeah, especially when you're living in long term in the another overseas, yeah. Also, sometimes I received on the street, like Mexican people come and ask me, ¿qué hora es? Like, which is what time it is. And I explain in Espanol. Yeah, like that. So because of that, if we have a time, we're going to learn about the monies as well, especially Korean monies with the numbers, with the quantity nouns. Yeah. But right now, let's focusing on the time, as I said. Yeah, time. Okay. So here's the times we need to learn quantity noun first, actually. Quantity noun first. Yeah. So try to read with me. 시간.
시간,
시간,
Very good. 시간. What is the meaning for 시간? Let me write it down. Yeah, 시간. 시간. As I told you, it is a quantity noun when you're counting times. 시간. 시간 meaning is hour.
hour,
Yeah. So let me write it down in English. So 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, or maybe 11 hours, like that. Yeah. So what are those? Yeah, I'm talking about the amount of hour. Amount of hour. Amount of hour. Let me give you an example. I studied Korean 1 hour, like that. I studied Korean 1 hour. Yeah, like that. Amount of the time, yeah? Yeah. So how are we gonna say in Korean, by the way? You're gonna using Korean number, which is Han. It's from the Korean number Hana, sorry. As I just said, the forms are changing. If you have to using Korean number, the form with the quantity noun, the forms are changing like this way. Han. So continue. Han. So 한 시간. If you say 한 시간, talking about the 1 hour, like that. And number two. Yeah, you're gonna say two. Also, the forms are changing, as you can see here. Yeah, originally just reading a number 2 is a 둘, but if you're gonna using with a quantity noun, you have to say 두. So changes up 2시간. Okay, this one, let's just read it, everyone. 2시간.
2시간,
Very good. 2시간. And now let me give you an example for this one. 나는 한국어를 2시간
공부해요.
Like that. Yeah. Okay, everyone try to read the sentence. Let's go.
나는 한국어를 2시간 공부했어요.
Exactly. Very good. 공부했어요. This part from the verb 공부하다, which is to study. And the first change is a speaking actually. 공부해요. This is a present simple. So let me put that as a PS, present simple. But what I said here, 공부했어요, this is a past simple actually. So let me change here. 공부했어요. Let me put that as a past simple. So this is what I put this past simple. Like that. Yeah. So which is the meaning of the sentence actually? Also the meaning of 한국어. 한국어 meaning is Korean language. Korean language. So the meaning, I studied, past, I studied Korean 2 hours, like that. I studied Korean 2 hours. And this 를, as I said, is an object particle, and object particle comes after the object and the before the verb. And when especially verb comes action verb. Action verb, as I said, English verb. Something happening. To study. That's action, yeah, to study. So because of the using action object particle. And the 는 is a topic particle. Yeah. About the particle, most of you know already for sure. Subject particle, topic particle, object particle. When I have a chance, I will teach you again. If you request me again, then I will do it. Yeah. Okay. Continue. So now let's continue. 4 hours. 4 hours. What about this one? How are we gonna say in Korean? Yeah. Also continue. You're gonna use in Korean number. This one. Oh, but as you can see in the chart, forms are changing. Yeah. Like that. To the 네. So let me writing down this way. 네. And the original form is a net. So 4시간, like that. 4시간. 4 hours. Continue. 11. Yeah. We say 열한. So 한 from the is a 하나 as well. So 11시간, like that. 열 meaning is a 10. 한 from, as I said, 하나. So 11. Put together 11. Yeah, like that. So that's for the amount of the time. So when you're trying to make an example sentence like that, like how many hours ate, how many hours studied, how many hours you go to school, how many hours you study, something like that. Yeah. Okay, that's for the hours. So let me make it different color. So that's the first quantity now. You learned it. Let me put that as maybe pink color. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Or yellow background. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's continue. And now, actually, when you're trying to reading a time, what are you gonna do? Actually, reading a time. Give me a second. Let me just put this on top. Sorry. Organizing here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. When you're actually reading a time, it's a very simple. You're just gonna using she. Everyone try to say she. Talking about the hour as well. Hour. But what we just learned about the 시간, compared with that 시간, was the amount of hour, yeah? But this she is when you read a time, especially read an hour. Yeah, this is one you can use it. So let me change the color right away. Like that. Yeah. Okay, so example. Yeah. Using same number, like maybe 3 o'clock. Okay, 3 o'clock, or maybe 5 o'clock. Like that. Let's try to make it in Korean. So how are we gonna say? We simply say 세 from the number set. Let me show you. Set. Yeah. Again, here the number 3 set to the 세. When you're using with a quantity noun, changing it like that. Yeah. So 세, and then you're gonna put the 시 simply like that. 세시. So everyone try to say 세시. Very good. When you're reading a time. And what about 5 o'clock? 5 o'clock. We say 다섯. 다섯 is a number 5 here. 다섯. Oh, this one forms are not changing. Yeah. So simply go for 다섯 then. 다섯 시. Try to say 다섯 시.
다섯 시.
Exactly. 5 o'clock. And here's the question. Okay. 3 o'clock. What am I saying? It's a 3 a.m. or 3 p.m. That's a confusing part, is it? Yeah. For that, in Korean, we have this word. Try to say 오전. Exactly. Try to say one more. 오후. Exactly.
오전 오후.
This is what you're gonna use it, but don't get confused. Let me make it this way. So in English, you say this way: 3 a.m. or 3 p.m. or 5 a.m., 5 p.m. like that. Yeah. You say a.m., p.m. after the numbers, But in Korean, make sure say 오전, 오후 first. So like this way: 오전, 세,
오전 3시.
That's a 3 a.m. Now, let me ask you. Maybe, yeah, the Winnie, how are you gonna say 3 p.m. then? 3 p.m.
오후 3시.
오후 3시, exactly. Well done. And Nikki, how are you gonna say 5 a.m.?
다 몰라.
Dash it.
오전, make sure say 오전.
Ay, ojan.
Okay, very good. Putri, how are you gonna say 5 p.m.?
오후 5시.
오후 5시, exactly. 5시. Very good. Well done, guys. Yeah, okay. And we just learned how to reading a time, but what about the minute then? What about the minute? Minute, for minute, quantity noun is the 분. Try to say 분.
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 Exactly.
분.
So let's learn. 분 is about the minute. So let me
Minute.
see this min, minutes. And about the reading minute. Reading minute. Simply. But do you remember when you're trying to learn numbers, I just said you need to learn two different forms of the numbers. One is a Korean, is a bottom. One is a Chinese number, another is a single number. And here we go. Why we have to learn two different forms? Because quantity noun depends on the quantity noun. You need to decide which one you're going to use it. And here's the example. For the reading hour, we're using Korean number, right? But for the minute, you have to using Chinese number. Exactly, Chinese number. So let's make it 35 minutes or 27 minutes. Just the two, yeah. This one. In Chinese number 35, perhaps. Putri, do you know how to say perhaps Chinese number 35?
35.
Very good. 35, exactly, yeah. 30 meaning is a 30, everyone, and the O is a 5. So it's a pretty similar structure as English and Espanol. Yeah, English, 35. In Korean, 35. In Espanol, 35. Like that. Exactly same. And after you just gotta put the 분 after that, 35분, like that. Yeah, that's how we read it. So now let me ask you maybe Aranza? Yeah, Aranza, can you hear me?
네.
Aranza? Yeah. Okay, Aranza, can you try to say 27 minutes? Do you know how to say 27 in Chinese number?
27.
Very good. 27분. Like that. This is how we say 27분. Okay. Now let's make it complete. Just let me change the color this one. Yeah, let's make it complete. So let's make it the full time. Right now, Mexico is on 9:39 a.m. So let me write it down. 9:39 a.m. Yeah. I will make it first. So 9:30 a.m. in Korean, how are we gonna say? Yeah. So 9 in Korean number, we say ahop. And the quantity noun is she. And after the minute, 39, yeah, 39, 39, and after 분, like that. 9시 39분. But don't forget, as I said, AM, PM. You say beginning.
오전.
Exactly. So this is how we can read the time, everyone. Try to say it with me. 오전 9시 39분.
오전 9시 39분.
Very good. Okay, right. Okay. Now let me ask to Bere. Bere, you everyone, Bere is from Philippines, was it? Sorry, let me just double check. Sorry. Bere, ¿dónde está Bere? Bere, you're from America. Sorry, Bere. Bere, what time is America right now? Checking the time. What time is it? Hello, Bere. Oh, I can't hear you, Bere. audio problem? Okay. Thank you for chatting. By the way, better. We cannot hear you better. Sorry. Yeah, audio problem, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. You can type in here. What time is there, America? Same as Mexico. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Then maybe I was another person. Yeah. Let's practice on that number. Thank you, Bennett. Thank you. Maybe let me ask to Janet. Janet, what time is there, Janet? Janet, you from Philippines? Yeah, Philippines. What time is Philippines right now, Janet?
11:41 p.m.
11:41 p.m. Right? PM.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. So how are you gonna say in Korean? I will give you hints. You're gonna using she and the 분. And the PM was a 오후.
p.m. 오후.
Perhaps you know how to say 11.
Yeah.
There we go. This is how we say. Yeah.
열한.
시 exactly.
11시.
Continue. And 41 in Chinese number.
I don't know.
Say with me. 41.
41.
Exactly. That's how we say. As I said, yeah, we're just gonna skip the number part, as I said, guys. Yeah, because this one is easy to practice. Just need to memorize. Yeah. So I will just give you the tips like this way. So this is how we say. Okay, everyone now try to say. 오후 11시 41분.
오후 11시 41분.
Exactly. Let's try to make a full sentence. Let's make a full sentence, Janet. Okay, Janet. So can you make a full sentence that Philippines is 11:41 p.m.? How are you gonna say?
지금 필리핀 오후 11시 41분.
41분. Very good. And to consider this is a speaking sentence, what kind of a terminology would you like to add?
네.
Any idea?
I don't
아니에요.
이에요.
know.
Maybe let me just writing down the definition for grammar. So noun plus 예요, 이에요. Yeah, this is the terminology for speaking, everyone. Yeah, noun plus 예요, 이에요. Another function you can just simply using noun plus 입니다 as well. Yeah, this one is also speaking terminology. The difference between 예요, 이에요 is a casual, 입니다 is a polite. So here you can change as 11시 41분입니다. Completely fine. Yeah. And as you can see, here's a two options. Let me just give you a quick example simply. Yeah, 사과예요. 사과 meaning is apple. Or 수박이에요. 수박 meaning is a watermelon. Like that. Yeah. Last syllable from the noun when doesn't have a 받침 or when have a 받침 changing. The 받침 is the bottom consonant. But some of the grammar book, they explain that when the last syllable, the sounds finishing with a vowel sounds or consonant sounds, they might explain that it's exactly the same. When have a 받침, which is a finish with a consonant sounds. When doesn't have a 받침, which is a finish with a vowel sounds. Yeah, example. Yeah. Okay, maybe this one as well. If you request me again for explaining this grammar, I will do for next class. Yeah. Okay. Continue. So this was a perfect sentence. And also I want to give you a compliment to the better. Yeah, 지금 meaning is now. Everyone try to say now. 지금.
지금 now.
It's a very useful. Yeah. Now 필리핀. 지금 필리핀. 오후 11시 41분이에요. Now Philippines is 11시 41분. Just one thing we're missing actually. I wish like to put here Philippine 은. You can using subject particle Philippine E as well. Yeah, but object particle no cannot because it's not finished with the action verb. Yeah, yeah, like that. So Philippine 은 or Philippine E. Yeah, either way is completely fine. Also this one, if you request me to learn more about the particles, I will do for next class, yeah? So let's see how we go from the Kakao, which student what gonna require. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Maybe let's try to practice one more person. What about the, yeah, Bere. Sorry, Bere just did, yeah. Aranza, your turn. Sorry, Aranza from America was the same time, was it? Sorry. Yeah, okay. Winnie, let's go. Winnie.
Yes.
Indonesia, what time right now?
10:46 p.m.
Sorry, again, sorry.
10:46
46 p.m., right? PM?
p.m.
Okay, perfect. How are we gonna say in Korean, by the way? Let me give you hints as well. Like that.
You'll see.
10시. 오후 10시. And 46 in Chinese number?
46.
46분, exactly. Very good. Perfectly done, exactly. Okay, now let's make a full sentence. Winnie, Indonesia is 10:46 p.m. How are you gonna say?
지금 인도네시아
After that, I recommend you using particle. Yeah.
is it ga or 는?
Very good. Indonesia는 or Indonesia.
Is it Indonesia는? 오후 10시 46분.
46분, exactly. And the terminology for consonant speaking sentence?
이에요.
이에요, exactly. Well done. That's a perfect sentence. Introducing your time. Okay, yeah, everyone. Any questions so far? Any question about the 분 hour? Any question?
Nope.
All good? Okay, very good, yeah. All right, let's continue. And that was about the time, like amount of the time and the reading of time, all about the time. Let's see the picture together again. Yeah, okay. So this part is practicing for amount of the time. So first of all, if you didn't really practice about the numbers, I recommend you practice that first, actually, numbers. So probably after class, I will send you this as a screenshot. Yeah, numbers. And after when you finish the numbers, yeah, try to practice what you learned, the quantity noun. Yeah, hours, like that. Yeah, hours and just reading a time. Okay, so that's all about the time, everyone. All about the time. And now let's try to learn how to counting date, 날짜. So let me go the bottom. Yeah, date. Okay, so dates. We are going to using quantity noun. This one here. Yeah, try to say everyone. 일. Very good. Not just only that, we're gonna learn continued, total, and try to say 월.
월.
Very good. One more. 년.
년.
Exactly. Day, month, year. We're gonna using everything in this time. Yeah. Because of three, all of that are using Chinese number. Yeah, everything using Chinese number. Yeah. Okay. So it's a very simple, as I said, just to follow the order, number, quantity noun. So far, we didn't have to using object. As you when you're counting in Korean, object, number, quantity noun. But don't need to when you're counting hour, when you're counting day, month, year, doesn't matter what the object. Yeah, simply number and the quantity noun. Yeah. So right now it's a 2021 and the January 23rd here. Yeah. So simply just to put the quantity noun of each numbers like that. Sorry, or like that, something like that. Yeah. And good to remember, everyone. Maybe some of you, especially like for example, Aranza in America, you guys calling reading a date different way, right? What is the order? Like a day, month, year is the correct order?
I'm from Mexico.
Sorry, Mexico. Yeah, okay, yeah. About the Mexico, Aranza, Mexico. What is the order? Month, date, year? What, right?
I think it's day, month, year.
Day, month, year. Okay, perfect. Day, month, year. Yeah. This is a Mexico style, everyone. Mexico. When Mexican try to read a date, we say this way: day, month, year. So let me put that Mexico. Yeah. And who's the one from the America was? I forgot. Sorry. Bere. Sorry, Bere. Month, day, year. Okay. Yeah. Bere said month, day, year. That's America. Month, day, year. So let me put it here. Month, day, year. Yeah. That's America. Oh, sorry. Yeah, USA. Yeah. But in Korea, everyone, this is the Korea. So we are learning Korean. So we're gonna go for Korean style. Eh? Yeah. Okay. So Korea. Yeah, like that. Year, month, date. That's a Korea. Yeah. Okay. So this is the answer. What I actually wrote it. And now let me change to Korean. By the way. 2021년. Yeah, that's how we say 2021. Yeah, I know it's a pretty high digit. But don't worry. If we have a chance, we're gonna practice about the Korean monies. And the Korean money, the currency are very high. So, for example, 2001 in Korea is like a US $2, for example. Yeah, like that. Yeah. Okay. So let's continue. Yeah. 2021년 and 1월 23일, like that. This is how we say. For make you easy to recognize, I'm going to change red color, orange color for the quantity nouns here. Yeah, I know it's too not visible. Let me change to blue color, like that. Yeah. So 년 is here, and the war is here, and the 일. Sorry. Yeah, 일 is here, like that. Okay, yeah. So you just need to practice a number and then just put the correct quantity noun, year, month, date, like that. Pretty simple, huh? Pretty simple. Yeah. And maybe for the bands, let me make it a little bit confusing one. Then what about this one? Yeah, 하루, what is that? 하루, 이틀, 3일, 4일, 5일, blah 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 blah. Maybe last one, maybe 13일. Yeah, like that. Yeah. But the difference in between, you're gonna put the 동안 after that. 동안. Okay, everyone, try to say 하루 동안.
하루 동안.
하루 동안. 또 동안.
하루 동안 is a day. Oh, look at that. What is the difference? So when you just are reading a date, yeah, we're using Chinese number plus 일. Yes, correct. And after nothing else. But this one plus 동안, yeah. 하루 is the same as 일 actually. 하루 is the same as 일 number one, 일 for the quantity noun, 일 동안. But now we are talking about the amount of the day. So let me put the title here. Amount of the day. Yeah, this way. But maybe this part is more easy to recognize. Here, look at that. 3, 4, 5, 13. Yeah, and just put the 일. But make sure put the 동안 after that anyway. Like that. Yeah. So, sorry. 5일 동안. Yeah, like that. Yeah. This one just using the number and plus 일, right? But this one is a bit different. 하루, 이틀, like that. Only these two, like a day or 2 days. Yeah. We're using specific noun here. Yeah, it just need to memorize. Well, you can say 이일 동안, completely fine. Like 이일 동안, completely fine. Or here 하루, instead of 하루, you can say 일 동안, completely fine. But I'm teaching you natural way to say in Korean. You know, yeah, this is all Korean using more 하루 instead of 일. And here as well, instead of saying 일, we normally say 이틀, like that. So meaning will be 이틀 동안, 2 days. Example. I studied Korean 2 days. Let me actually go for Korean. Yeah. 나는 한국어를 이틀 동안 공부했어요. Like that. Okay, everyone, try to read it. The sentence. Let's go.
나는 한국어를 이틀 동안 공부했어요.
공부했어요.
Very good, very good. Exactly. The meaning of a sentence, yeah. I studied Korean 2 days, like that. Very simple, eh? Very simple. Yeah. And also as I mentioned, topic particle for subject here and the object particle for 한국어 because finishing with the action verb like that. Okay. Yeah. Continue. Everyone try to say 3일 동안.
3일 동안.
Very good. Continue. 4일 동안.
4일 동안.
4일 동안.
Exactly. What about this one? 13일 동안.
13일 동안.
13일 동안.
Exactly. 13 days. 13 is a Chinese number. 13, like that. Okay. All right. Any questions so far? Any question? All good? Any question?
Okay.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah. Let me just change the color quickly. Give me a few seconds. ¿Dónde está? Yeah, here. For the quantity now, let me change the color of all of this. Yeah, but this part I put the blue, so only for these numbers. Yeah, like that, like that, and these whole parts. Okay, yeah. And now let's jump in. Here as well. Sorry. 동안, amount of the day. Yeah. Yeah. Blah blah. 일 동안. Sorry. Okay. Amount of the day and the reading a day. Yeah, we learn everything. Okay, so far. Okay. So let's go back to the picture here again. Yeah. So here, there we go. Yeah, days, you can see 하루 here, 하루. Oh, let's compare with what you just learned here. ¿Dónde está? Where? Here. 하루, like that. Yeah. Irregular, you can, as I said, you can say 일 동안, no problem. But try to remember, 일. So here, 일, here, the blank part, maybe I'd rather put it like this way. 이틀, this one, 이틀. Well, but as I said, you can put the 일 completely fine. Yeah. And the continue here, they giving you times and you're gonna put the how many hours like that study. This I'm going to send you on the group chat later so you can practice it actually. Okay, continue. And what about this one? Yeah, also, yeah. About the time, yeah, this one. This is a practice for the actual times actually, yeah. And this one is also I'm gonna give you as a homework actually, yeah. Figure it out what is a question and you're gonna put actually your name on top here and you're gonna put the time about depends on your schedule, depends on your routine actually. Let's practice this number one together. Okay, everyone try to read it. 몇 시에 일어나요?
몇 시에 일어나요?
Exactly. Also very important thing about the quantity noun. Yeah. So far what you learned, we already know exactly what date, what time, what year. Yeah, we know what number we're gonna using. Yeah. But sometimes when you're trying to asking question, for example, what time is it? Or what date is it? What year is it? You're going to using this one. 몇. Try to say one more time. 몇. The function is actually how many. Actually, the function is how many. Plus quantity noun. I put that as a quantity. I'm going to put like quantity noun like that. Yeah, like that. So when you don't know specific what number for the quantity noun, we're going to using 몇. So which is here 몇 시에 일어나요? Yeah, how many 시 hour quantity noun hour, and that was reading an hour. So what hour, like how many hours? 일어나요 is from the verb 일어나다 actually. 일어나다. Try to say 일어나다. Exactly. Meaning is to wake up. To wake up. So the full sentence again. 몇 시에 일어나요? This one. 몇 시에 일어나요? Which is a natural way to say what time you wake up. What time? 몇 시에 일어나요? What time you wake up. This 에 is also another grammar. Let me just quickly put here the 에 and the 에서. 에 and 에서. It's a location particle. Sorry, location particle. Location. location particle. But especially a is we call the timeline particle as well. Timeline particle. Yeah, I'm talking about the English preposition like in, at, or from, those kind of things. Yeah. So in Korean, simply whatever you're trying to say location using as or and a, and the a is also timeline. So here, yeah, we talk about the timeline, so we have to using a actually. About this one, if you want to know more, yeah, also request me. I will put in the next class probably. Okay, anyway, so the question meaning, yeah, what time you wake up and how we're gonna make a sentence, how we're gonna make an answer for this question. Yeah, very simple. 저는 오전 7시에 일어나요. Like that. Everyone try to say the sentence. There we go. Let's go.
저는
저는
오전
오전
7시에 일어나요.
Very good, very good. 7시, talking about the 7 o'clock, but specifically 오전, a.m., which is 7 a.m. So I wake up 7 a.m. like that. So this answer, sentence answer is what I'm going to expect for this part actually. Yeah. So when you do homework, maybe try to make a full sentence like that actually. Full sentence like I do something at what time exactly. Yeah, depends on the question here. Yeah. So I also gonna send you this this picture to you guys so you can practice. Okay. So continue. That was all about the times and continue. Now about the date. Here we go. Yeah. So continuing the picture here, yeah, the amount of the date you can writing down here in Korean, like in Korean, like 3일, 4일, 5일, like that. Yeah. Oh, and we missing some of them actually. We just learned how to read the date, month, year, like that. Yeah. And the amount of the date as well. But in this picture, they teaching you more about like a amount of the week, amount of the month, those things. Yeah, it's a very simple. Let me quickly explain to you. Yeah, so now let's go back to the amount of the the amount of the week and the month. Yeah, so I'm going to put the quote down and put it here. 개월 is that, sorry, 개월 and 년 동안, yeah, and 주일, like that. Okay, yeah. So everyone try to say 개월.
개월.
Amount of the month. Remember, 개월, amount of the month. So, but I'm keep telling you it's a quantity now. Remember, you're gonna say number first, and after say 개월, amount of the month. And continue. Say with me. 주일.
주일.
Amount of week. For example, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, like that. Okay. Continue. Say with me. 년 동안.
년 동안.
Exactly. It's the amount of the year. Yeah. So those quantity noun is when you're counting. Month, week, year. And don't forget it. As I told you, you're gonna using numbers. Depends on how many months you're talking. Depends on how many week or year. And everything using Chinese number. So let me make it this way. Chinese number, CN, Chinese number, yeah. Sino number, another way to say, yeah. Sino number, yeah. So let's try to make just a quickly examples, each of them, yeah. Okay. So if you say, yeah. Give me a second. Yeah. If you say 3개월, yeah. Let me ask to Winnie. 3개월. Winnie, what is the meaning of it? 3개월. 3개월. 3, one number.
3.
Exactly. So 3 months. Simply like that. 3 months. So example sentence actually. 한국어를 나는 한국어를 3개월 공부했어요. I studied Korean 3 months. Like that. Yeah, very simple, very simple. What about this one? 주일. Yeah. maybe 2주일. Okay. Putri, what is the meaning 2주일? What is the meaning of 2주일? 2주일.
2 weeks.
2 weeks, exactly. Very good. 2 weeks. Yeah. So how are we gonna make a sentence then, Putri? I studied Korean 2 weeks.
나는 한국어를 2주일 공부했어요.
Exactly. Well done. Well done. Perfect. That was a perfect sentence. 나는 한국어를 2주일 공부했어요. All right. Very good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Janet, your turn. Your turn. How are we gonna say then? Let's directly jump in. How are we gonna say? I studied Korean 2 years. How are you gonna say?
나는 한국어를 2년 동안 공부했어요.
Exactly. 공부했어요. Very good. Very good. Yeah. 나는 한국어를 2년 동안 공부했어요. Exactly. Yeah, very good. Well done, guys. Well done. So that's the practicing of this part, actually. Yeah, you can see here. 동안, like that. Yeah. 개월, 개월. Yeah. And the 주일, like that. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to send you this one as well. It's not the homework, just self-study. You can practice with it. And continue about the dates. Let's see what they got here. Yeah. Yeah, also here. Now you are seeing the specific dates. Like, there we go. 주, 년, 시간, 달, 년, like that. This is 주, exactly same as here. 주일, actually, 주일, 주. Yeah, exactly same. No. So 5주일, talking about the 5 weeks. 5주일, 5 weeks. Yeah, example. So also this one can be very good practice for you guys, actually. Yeah. And continue. This one I'm gonna give as also self-study. Sorry, also self-study. Yeah. Now the honto, everything mixed. Here's an article. So from the article, you can try to practice for reading Koreans, especially for the numbers and quantity noun, and try to translate as well, like a 월, 일. There's something new things we can show. These things you can ask me on the Kakao later. Yeah, I will help you if it's difficult, if you have any difficulty. And after, here's a question. Yeah, read and answer that. Like the sentence are corrected and put the O, incorrect put the X, and choose the what is a wrong sentence, like what is not really I could say incorrect purpose, something like that. Yeah. You can also practice with those things as well. Yeah. And also, I'm going to send you the quantity noun list here. Quantity noun. Yeah. So try to practice. Well, I'm sorry for it's written as a Spanish actually, but yeah, you can easily, if you translate this closest part, then you will see what this quantity noun is for. What is for the closest inside this closest. What you can use it. Yeah. So try to practice this one as well. Yeah. So maybe what you're missing right now, maybe this one actually, depends on what quantity noun from here, what number we're gonna using, Chinese number or Korean number. Maybe for that, I will also give you tips on Kakao later. And this one is also extra. Yeah. So you're gonna like put the lines, which object to which quantity noun you're gonna use it. Also, I will make a comment with it, or I will continue this for next class actually. Okay. Any question so far? Any question? All good? Any question? No? Todo bien? All right. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay. That's it for today class. So I will send you a lot of material for today class. So try to practice. Yeah. All right. So yeah, thank you for coming to the Korean class. Some of them will be late night evening and some of them having a morning time, but thank you. And yeah, I gave you a lot of information, as I said. So try to rework. You must rework. So that's how you can master about the numbers. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Beret. Thank you. You too. Have a good day. Have a good day in USA. Thank you. Okay, everyone. I'll lock the mute to say goodbye each other. 안녕히 가세요. Goodbye. Hello. Bye-bye.
안녕히 가세요.
안녕히 가세요. 감사합니다.
감사합니다, 선생님.
감사합니다. Bye-bye.